hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift from a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy.
Hey everybody, it's the coach and this.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The numbers for Collins last week: 25 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On second down, Collins. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time, as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Set! Green, 39!
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Brady now on first down. Green with a catch left side. He got 29 yards that time.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Brady on the bootleg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And the Ravens taking the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now. And
he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now Edelman. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And here are the Falcon offensive starters.
Out wide, they have A.J. Green, who can run every route you want on the route tree and take the top off of defense with his speed and has the length to go over the top of people to catch the ball. But maybe the most impressive thing about him, the only wide receiver ever to be a Pro Bowler in his first 7 years in the NFL.
The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. A look at the lineup defensively for the Ravens, who have been pretty good against the pass, number 10 in the league. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Like 20. Like 20.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. A.J. Green, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Bryant's extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I would have loved to have been in their meetings this week and hear that grizzled old defensive coordinator talk about, well, you did okay, guys. We did all right. Hold them to 13 was pretty good, but this week, I expected to be less than that.
I'm going to need to hear that a lot more often. I don't know what it was, but I liked it.
Now let's go.
Now Jackson on second down, fighting him off. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Edelman set to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he rifles one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice gain of 21 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, I'd like to be in the huddle with him right now. You know he's demanding the football.
Give me the ball.
And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
On first down, it's Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Here's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. First catch for the All-Pro Gronk. And a first down. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many because once they get going, look out. Things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
That's saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Play action. It's Jackson. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. So the two sides will make the long walk to the other end of the field. 14-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade. the Sports Fuel Company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
Brady now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Brady now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Wait, 20! 380!
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And that one's complete to Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him 1st downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st down, Brady. Green's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Brady over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Coleman. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. To throw on 3rd down. Brady. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Now, still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down to Allen on the dump-off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he may even buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. On 1st and 10, Brady. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Now, some teams use the running game just to bludgeon people. I think that Brady to Gronk does the exact same thing for them. Long, short, medium, they know how to connect.
In ways, it's sort of revolutionized the quarterback-tight end relationship. They can go, as you've told me before, they go medium, they can go short, they go long.
And the way that Gronk is used, he's not just a tight end. Oftentimes, they put him on the backside of formation as a single wide receiver, and he runs routes exactly that way.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
On play action, now Brady. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Ah!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's 3rd and 5.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Here's Jackson to throw. His throw incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Brought in left side by Snead. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
All right, here we go. Boom,
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On third down, Jackson. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll kick things off in Tampa. Carolina paying a visit in an NFC South matchup. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. The Bucs trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Demaryius Thomas, a touchdown reception. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last. We head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
We got 3. Wait, 20. Wait, 10.
Again, they run with Gurley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And able to find Green. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Throwing on first down is Brady, and he fires one incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And finding the tight end, Hooper.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch, and it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now let's go.
Jackson on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Here we go.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Jackson on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Give to Collins, down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, Jackson incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson. Room here to run. Flushed out right. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. This is Collins on the handoff. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Set. Green 39.
They go again with Collins. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. On third down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now Collins. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth.
Here we go now. Green.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Collins, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, you got 3. 20.
Now Brady on the bootleg. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
To throw is Brady. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Terrell Suggs in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here come the Ravens. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run with Collins, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Jackson. It's caught left side by John Brown. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Collins, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
They go play action with Jackson. Carrying one deep for Crabtree. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
To throw, it's Brady. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time, he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Brady now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
Brady now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Wait, 20. Wide, 80. Wait, again.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Wait, 20.
Brady to throw again. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the bootleg. Brady. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Rob Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw is Jackson, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Let's go!
From the gun, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A.J. Green with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
And that's why they brought him into the organization, because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talents. You think that they have that something special in them that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now it's time for them to be clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence. You know what has to get done. Get the ball to the right people, get out of bounds, and get it downfield and try and score.
Yeah, he's trying to earn his stripes here for a winning drive. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. He's back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Buck Allen as running back that time. And it's 3rd and short. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Back to throw. It finds Crabtree for the completion. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw, Brady. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Brady. On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Now a handoff for Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action.
Wait, 20!
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. This will be from 53 for the win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. This will be from 53 for the win. This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And the Falcons are going to win the game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Falcons, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.